Ooh. Wait, I charge my phone. Wait, I charge my phone. There we go. There we go. All right, we are live. It is time for Fighting Game Fridays. Welcome back, everyone. This week, as I mentioned yesterday, we're checking out Soul Calibur 6. I remember I used to have Soul Calibur 2 on my GameCube, but I don't know what happened to it. Oh well, let's play this one. Gotta make sure. I tested this game already earlier. I want to make sure everything's fine. I'm still hurt as to why Grand Blue is being finicky. Oh well. I'm here.
Soul Calibur 6.
There we go. Boosh. We are not playing the story mode because I know there's one version where you can create a custom character, which I've seen a lot of people had memes of during the time when this game came out. Arcade versus and training. Let's do the training. I gotta learn.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Alright, at least everything's running kind of fine. Alright. Now, I know that there are some guest exclusive characters. Not exclusive. There are guest characters. Geralt from The Witcher, 2P from Nier Automata, and Haomaru from Samurai Shodown. I don't know any of these characters that well. I'm familiar with Ivy and Nightmare, and that's it. Why is it so finicky? I just want to move one space, but yet it goes across the whole screen.
Killing.
Let's do this!
Roll.
The target is mine.
Trying to see how much I do remember Soul Calibur. Because I do know it does have the Tekken feel,
Fight.
where there are these dimensions. It's not 2D, it's 2.5 3D, where I can just move up, down, across. Let's do this. Oh, there's not like a tutorial mode, it's just something you gotta read. Boo. Alright. 8-way movement, that's what we would call it. The tutorial missions and Mission Libra of Soul teach you the basics of battle. Where do I find that? Would it be here? Oh, this. But I don't want to create a custom character, though. Well,
The
it
ray
is what it
of
is.
light from the evil seed pierced the sky, its glow reaching as far as India. And here we find another person whose fate was entwined with the two swords.
Consumed by the evil seed, yet still with
Oh, guess
presence
we
of
gotta watch it.
mind. A link between chaos and this world. You are quite the interesting one. Still, you will eventually succumb to the chaos, unless you engrave a clear image of yourself onto your soul.
Ah, boy. I gotta be honest, I kind of really don't want to do this.
Let's go.
Can I just go back to the main menu? Apparently not. I have an idea. Okay, that changed my mind. This is actually pretty funny. I hate that I can't preview it. Like when you hover over it.
Let's go.
I am weaklings. Well, hello. Hello, hi, greetings, etc. I won't hold back. I can't run away. I won't hold back. This you will die.
I feel like some of you could already tell which one I'm trying to go for.
Let's go.
I can see the what. I won't hold back. I won't hold back.
Wait, can I make him shut up?
I won't hold back.
Oh, never mind.
I won't hold back.
That did the opposite of what I thought it would. That's funny.
I won't hold back.
Ah, here we go. Wait.
I won't.
Can I not change the armor? Hair, eyebrow, face. Damn it. Ah, this pisses me off. I'm pretty sure someone's already done what I'm attempting and made it way better. Fuck. Fuck it. I couldn't get what I wanted. I tried to get Link because he was in Soul Calibur 2. Oh well.
If you can keep a hold of who you are,
I'm sure someone's already done it before and made it way better.
Now arise. Take up your weapon and fight. Your life.
Kind of bums me out. This game doesn't have a set standard tutorial mode like other fighting games do. You have to play through all of this just to get a glimpse. But to be fair, back in the good old arcade days, they didn't have anything. They would just have like a little piece of paper or something attached to the cabinet that would just tell you the moves, and you just kind of have to work with it. And you just have to learn. Here, let me get a glimpse of what this does. If it is a set... Ooh, excuse me. If this is a kinda somewhat tutorial mode. And if not, I'll just go back to the training mode and try to learn a certain character, see who I would personally main in this game. Oh right, it uses Xbox prompts. But now it's like, I gotta figure out the next game for next week for Fighting Game Fridays. I think I have Under Night in Birth, and that's pretty much it. Boop. Damn, this is taking longer than I thought. I am not that familiar with Soul Calibur lore. Or what's happening now. Because like I said, I only ever had Soul Calibur 2 and that was it. I'm pretty sure... Ah, shit. Oh, okay. Alright, it doesn't look like the game's gonna teach you anything.
Battle 2. Fight.
How's that?
If that's the case, I'm just gonna hop back in the training mode. Because I want us to learn it together. That's the whole point of also Fighting Game Fridays, to have other people learn at the same time. But it doesn't look like it's happening, which kind of bothers me. I guess it's just doing its whole don't fix what isn't broke kind of thing. But also, come on, man. You've been doing this for 6 games. You can't just leave people hanging like that.
Your soul surges in your body.
Not cheap. Yeah, I know. Just hop back in training mode. Now I gotta figure out which character I would rather main. Yes. Please leave. The game lied to me.
Welcome to the stage of history.
Because we also had the same problem with Grand Blue of just none of these characters pop out at me on who I would rather main. God, none of these characters look like they're art. Except this one. And of course Nightmare, I don't know how you can mess them up. And Ivy, she's always been a staple. I remember Yoshimitsu. Fuck it, let's go back to Killick.
Let's do this. Target is mine.
Because I want to say this game, well, the franchise introduced it. Hey, Abby, what's up? That this game is the one that introduced ring outs. Where instead of having to deplete your opponent's health bar, you can just knock him out of the ring. What's up, what's up? Nothing much. Just doing my usual fighting game Fridays. And now we're doing Soul Calibur 6. And his movement. Deal more damage to one blow, aka combo. 8-way movement attack. Different types. Horizontal and vertical. You get Modern Warfare 2? No. I noticed you were playing it yesterday, and I think you say this was 2. But do you mean like the new one? I'm only familiar with the classic Modern Warfare. It's like $20 for the game and DLCs. I don't know. I wasn't really that much of a Call of Duty guy back in the day. The classic, okay. But still, I wasn't that much of a Call of Duty guy. Is everyone on Krebs getting... Not Krebs. On Wolfden getting it? We have A performs horizontal strike, which is great for hitting opponent while they're using 8-way run. B performs vertical, not great at hitting a side segment, but powerful. K is kicks, I assume. A combination button moves, may unleash gear for... Oh, it's not a kick. But he does kick. Oops, wait. Craig Brusky says on I all got it. Oh, damn. Are you trying to get Isaac to get it too? 3 height attacks. Height attacks can be blocked with the standing guard and go overhead of crouching opponents. Middle attacks can be blocked. Okay, we already know that kind of stuff. I don't know if Isaac's gonna get it. I don't know if I'm gonna get it either. Like I said, I'm not that much of a Call of Duty guy. I'm surprised people are still playing the classic one. I thought the new one already came out. Press and hold G to guard. That's what makes this game also different. You don't hold backwards to guard, you have to hold a button. Standing and crouching guard, we all know this. Oh, here we go. Reverse edge counters. Counting with the player. If you're trying to decide to guard, press right bumper to perform a reversal edge. You go into special stance that allows you to block high, middle, and low. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Once your opponent has finished their offense, you will automatically counter. If the counter lands, you will transition to a reversal edge clash and you can do more damage. But you gotta time it, and some attacks can't be blocked. While reversal edge allows you to block all sorts of attacks, including throws, some attacks can't be defended against, namely break attacks, which are breeds and blue lightning, and blockable attacks. So if I do this... Whoa. That's high. Oh. Oh, this is guard. So even if I hold back, I still don't guard. But once you hold the button, you instantly lock in place. I'll take a look at Call of Duty to see if I'm interested in it. I don't know. When one fire successfully enters a reversal edge, both sides will move to create a special space between each other during a special sparring phase. That's what that was. During this phase, press A, B, or K to unleash a special move that will determine whether you win or lose the phase. So it's rock, paper, scissors, with each move being strong as one type. A beats K, K beats B, B beats A. And if you're not sure what to do during that, you can also just guard. Interesting. If you attempt to guard while your opponent uses B, however, the clash will restart and enter a second round. Oh man, that's interesting. Interesting. That's pretty cool, actually. kind of like nah, not Danger Time. It's different. Critical edges. Once you build up at least one soul gauge, oh, that's what that is. You can press right trigger to execute a critical edge. If it successfully lands, you'll deal massive damage to your opponent, making it a key asset in your offensive arsenal as a fighter. Have different properties depending on a fighting style that's used. You can learn more about these different properties and how to apply them by consulting character fighting styles and combat listings menu. The faster you can build up your soul gauge, the more opportunities you have to execute those critical edges.
I strike. Reserve now. You'll live.
Interesting. Soul charges. Power command. Once you build up at least one soul gauge, press back or right trigger to trigger soul charge. In this state, you'll be able to unleash special special soul charge moves that are more powerful than normal attacks for a limited time. Plus, even if your opponent tries to guard your attacks, your hits will cause chist damage and damage to life. Oops, wait. Return to a timer that plays anticipated. Oh, here we go. A soul charge generates a shockwave that stops an opponent's attacks and knocks them away, but it puts some distance between you and them, making the following with soul charge techniques difficult. This is where soul attacks can help. If you have at least one soul gauge, use Hadouken input plus right trigger to activate a soul attack.
All I can do is this. Suffer my bloodlust. Silence, demons. Come on, Sonya! All I can do is this.
So now my soul gauge is on timer, but since it's training mode, it's going to be infinite.
Suffer my bloodlust. Silence, demons.
I also noticed the health bar has a little marker near the end. So you gotta be in a special state. Ooh, air combos. You know, I like me some air combos. Using the ring. I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's just not doing anything. Back, left trigger, back, left trigger for throw. Got it. As well as throw break. Weird, there's nothing for it. I guess that health just doesn't do anything. Maybe. But then why bother putting it there in the first place? Here, I have an idea. Training settings. Nope, not that. No, no, no. Ah, here we go. No, that's too low.
Fight!
I'm guessing it's 30. It is. It doesn't look like it does anything special. Oh well. I guess it just doesn't do anything. Because other games do it, where if you're lower at a certain health, then you're inside a special state. But I guess this is just not that game. You're not that guy. wall breaks, special inputs. Of course, that's dependent on the character. Wait. What? There we go. So there is air combos. But I don't know any character that can do it. You press 3B. You should input the next move you want to make in advance before the current one is finished. We all know that. I guess you really didn't do it that much. But maybe some characters can do it better. Oh, here we go. Damn it. There is a stun meter. Okay, that's pretty nice. I can just instantly change a character like this. Other fighting games, you really gotta just back out of everything. Oh yeah, she does it way better.
Executing support program. Initiating attack program.
We will continue to
Alert. Hostile remains active.
2B is actually pretty good. You can't mix it up in the air. You can only just pick one. Okay, I was right. It is kind of have some auto combos to it. Except for these. Actually, no. That is just a general rotation. Interesting. So it is kind of... So it does have the 8-way movement of Tekken, but of course it also has the Tekken combos where it's really hard to follow it up. And we saw how that went down when I tried it. But some are automatic.
Firing laser. Coordinate set.
Oh, wait a minute. Damn it, we had it. 2B is very fluid. Alright, let's try someone else. Let's do Nightmare. The original. Oh my god. Oh, you really gotta wait patiently when you air combo him. Video games are cool, man. I'll never get tired of fighting games. Ooh. Oh, I had it. Can't have a Soul Calibur video without Ivy, at least. Damn it, we always clash.
I'll make you submit. Enjoy your treat. Give it up already. Submit. Know your place. I'll make you submit. Enjoy your treat. Give it up already. I'll humor you. Away with you.
But none of... I think I would main 2B in this game, maybe, but I always want to do an original character. Because when we did Tekken 7, it was just like, yeah, Okuma feels great, but I don't want to play a Street Fighter character in a Tekken game. I want to play a Tekken character in a Tekken game. That's what I want to do. I keep forgetting that guard is a button. It's throwing me off. That's so weird.
Time to end you. Depart this life. The end. Yes, time to fight. Time to end you. Depart this life. The end.
Mitsurugi is pretty cool. Ah, I ran out. But it's funny, you know? Here. Nope. Where is he? There he stages. Like, this game is so different. I don't know any other way to say it. Because when you think of fighting games, you just say, oh, here's a character, here's their move list, here's the mechanics. But here's just, oh, here's all these different styles. You know, you can just do like, it's just, it gives you these whole paragraphs to read, which is not a bad thing. But it also does it doesn't hold your hand at the same time. It's just like, you also gotta learn it yourself, learn your own combos. I'm not gonna teach you it, which is pretty interesting. It might be more difficult for a new player to get in, but of course, if you've been playing Soul Calibur for a long time, it comes to you naturally.
Fight!
Yoshimitsu has interesting mechanic that's hard to tell what's going on. But every character has their own unique way of doing things. Whether it's a certain combo or a guard break, everyone's different. There's no universal thing with each character. That's what it is. Drain your foe's soul gauge. His voice is not what I expected it to be. Damn it, I keep forgetting. Are you on PC or console? I am on PC. I'm playing this on Steam. With a PS4 controller. Nice to meet you, Troontress. Thanks, sir. Well, it's just something I always like to do. Considering most fighting games are always played on PlayStation anyway, you gotta get handle with the controls. But if you play on Fight Stick, you get used to it, and any console, it doesn't matter. Unless you have the adapter for the proper one.
Fight!
And plus, PC Online feels pretty nice, but at the same time, it's hard to stream certain games because certain games don't like it. We had a big problem with Grand Blue, where doing a simple super would just slow the whole stream down. The game has a really good character creator also. I've seen, but I am not a good custom character maker. That's my problem. If you put me in a game where I have to make my own character, I'll probably just stick with a random default setting. Because I always think of like Skyrim, where it's like, oh, you can make your own character, but you're going to be wearing armor and a helmet the whole time, so you're not really going to see what's underneath. Let's do this guy. Good old pirate guy. And chances are, it's definitely hard to learn in every fighting game. Like, no way I'm gonna be the best at every single one, but I could definitely be very good in a few.
Want to see hell? Souls will burn. Sink down with your fear.
Okay, this character's pretty cool.
Take this.
The only character I've seen with a gun in the whole Soul Calibur game. God, that's hard to follow it up. Nope, I can do it.
Want to see hell?
Ah. I keep forgetting guard is a button. I keep thinking this button's gonna do something else because I'm so used to just the punches and kicks, but it's not. It's guard is just a whole button on its own.
Get ready. Take this. Sink.
But Soul Calibur is definitely a fun game to play. I just remember back on the old GameCube days of just playing it on a weekend. But the problem with Soul Calibur 2 is that every console had an exclusive character to that console. GameCube had Link, PlayStation had Heihachi from Tekken, and Xbox had Spawn, I believe. And because of that, those characters were banned from tournament because not many people will be used to a certain character. Plus, you have to decide which console you play on. And not only did it happen once, it happened twice. Did the same thing with Soul Calibur 4. Yoda was on Xbox and Darth Vader was on PlayStation, but at least on that, they became DLC to purchase for the other console. Man, it still messes me up that we have Noctis and Negan and Tekken, characters that wield a bat and a sword. That could have been used in this game, but whatever. They try to do it as marketing promotional thing, and it doesn't really work out. It really doesn't. Like, it's definitely not going to work out in a fighting game scene where, you know, you want to promote it for tournaments as well. I low-key wish they brought back Ezio. Either way, I do too.
Stand up. Now take my steel. Not your lucky day.
Gerald's pretty cool, at least. This game's input is definitely easier than Tekken's, at least. Because even though Tekken has the directional 1 and 3 inputs, where is Gerald? Probably, there he is. Like this. At least you have time, or at least I think Tekken had to be delayed for me at least. Because Tekken, you have to follow it up fast. You have to memorize the whole 10-step input every time. And you have to dedicate to that character. But here, it's just, oh, this character can do that. Each move is unique to a certain action. But dang, Evo's coming up. Already next month, a lot of things are happening. We're getting Evo. We're going to get some... I know Skullgirls is getting a confirmed announcement for the final character. There should be Season 2 stuff for Guilty Gear. What else? Hopefully Dragon Ball things get announced. Please, for the love of God, give us rollback. Or a season... Nah, just rollback. I can definitely wait on Season 4. What else? People are pretty much expecting Tekken 8 to come out. Because Tekken 7's been out for kind of a while. What else would be announced? I don't know. But hopefully good stuff. But right now, I am liking Tubi and Cervantes in this game. Probably whom I would main. I hope the campaign for Street Fighter 6 is in a letdown. We'll see. That's true. Street Fighter 6 stuff could be announced. Perhaps more character stuff, despite the fact the base roster was kind of leaked. But they're always going to have a Season 2, Season 3 for Street Fighter 6. We're always going to get a Super Street Fighter 6, a Street Fighter 6 Champion Edition, Ultra Street Fighter. It's going to happen. But the campaign, I don't know. But nowadays, I feel like fighting game companies don't really care about campaign modes or story modes anymore that much. Because even top-level players are just like, oh, straight to training mode, straight to whatever. I gotta learn this character instantly. Who else? Oh yeah, Hamaru from Samurai Showdown.
Fight!
How nice to bother me. We'll see. Not sure how I feel about the whole world thing. They should. This is why fighting games are a bit of a decline. It's true. It does help newer players get into the franchise more to learn these characters. Ooh, there we go. That was a sick combo. It does help people get into fighting games more and learn the characters. I do like the world aspect. I just love graffiti in general. Oh, you cannot follow that up. But it seems like you're gonna have a whole custom character in Street Fighter 6 as well. Neat. Take the fighting game Smash Brawl has awesome campaign mode, one of the best fighting games of all time. It isn't like this fighting game though. You're coming at me with Brawl though. Don't make it wrong. Subspace Emissary, super memorable. I love how all the characters interact with each other, but Brawl is definitely one of the weaker Smash games compared to Melee, and right now at the moment, Ultimate. The only thing Brawl was good for was making Project M. In competitive wise, casually, I love Subspace Emissary, but in a competitive setting, it just wasn't that great. Tripping was so bad. Meta Knight ran the scene forever. Meta Knight was pretty much like the only quote melee character of the game. He can fly around in the air, so he doesn't trip as much. Damn it, keep your playing with guard. I still don't like Ultimate's thing though with World of Light. World of Light was kind of okay. But none of the two main bosses of World of Light, like Darkon and... I forgot the other one's name. See, not even that memorable. You can easily remember Taboo and Brawl. But Ultimate is just... eh. Yeah, eh. At least like Brawl had the cutscenes with Subspace. You see all the characters interact with each other. the whole trophy lore that they get turned into. Rob being the last Rob. World of Light was basically a way for them to add as much fan service as possible through a campaign mode, exactly. There are still people to this day, it's right now 2022, Ultimate came out, 2018? It's been 4 years, still people who have even touched World of Light. As soon as Ultimate came out, that was the first thing I did. Namely because that's always my rule. Before you get into something competitively, make sure you do it as casually as possible first. Because once you go competitive, there's no going back. Well, you can try, but it's hard to. It gets really hard to go back casually. So I did everything World of Light. I 100%ed it twice. I got all the characters. I got all the spirits. Everything I could. And then you just play competitively. But now, competitive-wise, Ultimate is not my favorite. I still prefer Melee. That's my favorite competitive Smash game of all time. And casually, too. I love Melee. I love the adventure mode. I love seeing Giga Bowser for the first time, as well as Crazy Hand. That blew my mind. Oh, man. Going through the Lost Temple in Zelda. Trying to find the right exit. Oh, it's so much fun. I love Melee. All the rumors back in the day that Sonic was in the game somewhere. Ooh, man. Take me back. And I still play Melee competitive. I love playing Captain Falcon. Then Brawl came out. Pretty fun. Pretty happy, but still pretty weak. I hate how slow it felt. I hate the clunkiness. I hate tripping. Smash 4 pretty much was how I got my friends into competitive Smash for a bit. And then 4 was okay. Then people keep complaining about Bayonetta. Now people are complaining about Steve and Kazuya in Smash. I knew they would be good. Let's do this guy. But I hate just Ultimate players of Smash. They just don't want to learn other fighting games. There's such a whole world out there that's really cool. Like, am I going to get really good at Soul Calibur 6? Probably not. But I'm loving it. I'm enjoying the game. I love learning all these different unique mechanics. But Ultimate is just, all those kids are just like, it's too hard. I had a Smash character Soul Calibur. I would too. I think that Link was still in Soul Calibur too. Technically, he's the first quote-unquote Smash character because he was in Smash 64. He does not fly in the air that high. But now competitive-wise, I love Melee, I love Guilty Gear, I love Dragon Ball. I love Skullgirls and Marvel, but one hit in those games are pretty much dead. I'm low-key waiting for Breath of the Wild 2. Man, I am high-key waiting for Breath of the Wild 2. Once I 100%ed Breath of the Wild 1, I'm like, damn. What do I do now? I did everything. I found all 900 Korok seeds. I defeated all the enemies around the world. I got every type of sword and weapon. I completed Terry's Town. I've done everything I could. Did all side quests. I did everything. All the shrines, whatnot. All I can do is just wait for Breath of the Wild 2. But it's gonna take a while, definitely. And don't worry, I can still wait. Even during directs where they explicitly say, "Oh yeah, no Breath of the Wild 2 news, no Metroid Prime news, no whatever." I know you're expecting it, but whatever. I have to ask you this: have you played Cuphead? As a matter of fact, I have. I 300%ed it. I got all the achievements. I defeated every boss S ranked. I defeated the pacifist, every run and gun stage pacifist. I've done everything in that game. I unlocked Gold Miss Chalice by defeating every other boss in the game as Miss Chalice. I've done it all. I love Cuphead. I waited for the DLC for years. It was supposed to come out in, 2019, I believe? But they kept delaying it, and I said, don't worry about it, I'll wait. And for $8, it's practically a steal. It's really good. Cuphead's great. I played the DLC on stream, and then I had to 100% it off stream because that would probably take forever. But it's worth it. What else do we have? Let's do this guy. Wang. Wait, I feel like I did this guy. Well, we're doing it now. Oops, wait, I have a better idea. Nope. Nope. You have to time that one. This game's cool. I love watching fighting games. I love playing fighting games. I can just always live it. Even if it's for a game I don't play, I love learning about it. Because I used to be like that too. I only played Melee and just Smash in general. And when I heard about other fighting games, I'm like, man, that kind of seems kind of rough. But I love looking at it. I love watching it, and I want to learn it. I wish other people were like that too. Like, give it a chance. Because it just bothered me so greatly when... Excuse me. It bothered me so greatly when Ryu came to Smash 4. And then they just told you, oh, if you do his default input, you know, the usual Hadouken input. Oh, wait, wrong guy. It would just deal more damage, but Smash players were just like, it's so hard. I'm like, bro, it's literally quarter circle forward. You do that by instinct. It's just like, womp, womp. Oh, you can't even see it. Just down, down, forward, forward. It's literally what you do to just move forward anyway. Did you play Soul Calibur 5? Who was your main? I did not play Soul Calibur 5. I only ever had 2. And in that game, I did play it as Link because I just only knew Link at the time. I never knew any other character. And apparently it's funny to hear stories that Link apparently was primarily a low tier in Soul Calibur 2, despite having arrows and bombs. Here's the thing, I would give fighting games a chance, but they need to have pretty good character customization for me to get into it, I see. I think I'm the opposite. I am just not good at character customizations. I know there are like some people that can spend hours on that screen. Dark Souls? Oh, forget it. People will just spend all this time making their own character. But it's just, you're gonna be wearing armor. Yeah, it's weird. Link is my main in Ultimate, but apparently he's mid-tier. It makes sense. I know some people can do it. But another thing that bothers me too, tier list. Don't get me wrong, it's nothing wrong with tier list. But as soon as people try to get into a game, their first instinct is, oh, are they top tier? Are they low tier? Are they mid tier? You know? If they even hear low tier, they won't even look in that character's direction. They won't even give it a chance. Sure, like low tier doesn't mean like they're downright bad all the time. It just means you have to work harder. They have less options compared to some other characters. My main and melee is Kirby, fight me. Exactly. Now, if you try to play Kirby and Slippy netplay online, people would just instantly quit. Because I know, you gotta play serious. I need to fight Foxes or Falcos. I need to understand this matchup. But if you don't play Kirby, eventually you're gonna run into a Kirby in a tournament and you're not gonna get used to their moves. And it happens. I'm so used to fighting Fox and Falco, Marth, Sheik, Puff, Peach, whatever, that if I run into a Samus at a tournament, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I gotta remember how to fight a Samus. Because they're very rare to find now. you have that element of surprise. And sure, Kirby is technically one of the lowest characters next to Bowser in Melee. But people can still make it work. DJ Nintendo, he made Bowser work the whole time. I don't think he plays anymore, but you have that element of surprise. I mean, there are some games out there where even low tiers are just can really mean really bad. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Roll, she is so bad. She's on her own tier. She's on her own tier of bottom tier. But if I go to a Melee tournament and I see a Kirby on stage, I'm like, yo, hold on. I want to see what this Kirby can do. That person definitely has some tricks up their sleeve. And plus another thing, you can, not interchangeable, that's not the right word. Is that it? It's like, some things you learn in fighting games can be learned in other fighting games too. I wish Nintendo bought back Rare. Maybe in alternate universe it happens. Maybe. I still wish that too. So many things gone. Banjo 3, Conquer 2, all this other good stuff from Rare that we just don't have anymore. And I mean, come on. Microsoft has done nothing with Rare. They made Nuts and Bolts. They made other games. I forget what other games they did. The fitness adventure game. We would have had Banjo and Melee instead of waiting for Omelette. That would have been fun. I would have loved to see how Banjo wave dashing in Melee. That could have been cool. Like, again, not even a trophy of Banjo and Melee. That's what also makes me sad. They made nuts and bolts. Exactly. That's all they did. And it didn't work. And afterwards, they just kind of didn't do anything else with Rare. They fired everyone just to say they own Rare. Who knows? And I guess you had the same people that made Banjo also work on Ukulele. But Ukulele was bad. The new one, Impossible Lair, the platformer, I heard it was pretty good. But I was so disappointed in the first Ukulele. Not a good collectathon in general. It was alright. I can't even say it was alright. To me, it was genuinely mind-numbing. It was just bad. Because I still remember, like, I heard people, like, it was so hyped up, like, hey guys, like, the people that made Banjo's making Ukulele. I'm like, oh, cool. But then once I heard people talk bad, like, oh man, I'm so disappointed. And I'm like, come on guys, it can't be that bad, right? So I went out, I bought it, I 100%ed it, and I can genuinely say, oh my god, this is bad. The worlds were way too, like, even the default worlds are way too big. Collectibles are scattered, they're not grouped up. The characters just don't fit in that world. All the enemies just do the same animation of just run and attack. None of them were pretty unique on their own. No special moves from them. And when you do collect enough pages, you can expand the world. And I'm like, are you serious? The world was big enough. Why make it bigger? Now it's, yeah. You couldn't pay me enough to 100% it again. I say that, but maybe. I do stupid stuff for 100% completion. I am a sadist when it comes to completing games. But I mean, damn. The first Ukulele, ugh. Like, I just had to stop and just be like, ugh. I would not recommend it to other people. Maybe, like, if it was, like, on sale for, like, $5, even then, I'd be like, I I would not want you to spend your money on it.
This is where it
Oh, damn it. I thought I could follow that up.
Mother. You can't stop me. Do you give up?
This game is cool. Alright, I feel like I've run my course with this game. Boop, boop. Oh, wait. Boop. Because now I gotta figure out what to do next week for Fighting Game Fridays. Because this is like, what, our 17th. Let me see what I've done. We've done a lot. Let's see, I know we did Melee first, of course. The Doi. Where is it? Playlist. Fighting Game Fridays. We've done Melee, Sonic Smackdown, Dragon Ball Fighters, Blaze Blue, Windjammers 2, Persona, wait, where's Guilty Gear? Rivals of Aether, Guilty Gear Strive, Street Fighter Third Strike, Skullgirls, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Tekken 7, Them's Fighting Herds, Puyo Puyo Tetris 2. Whoa! True Interest, thank you for the follow, I really appreciate that. You now got access to the free Whooper emote, which I gotta make more free emotes. I gotta do that this weekend, I need someone to remind me to buckle down and make emotes. Then we did Grand Blue. Last week was Killer Instinct, and now today was Soul Calibur 6. Woo! So what do I have now? We have Under Night in Birth, Uniquely Related, which is most likely next week's Fighting Game Fridays. I'm still missing a bunch. I'm still missing Sam Show. I'm missing Melty Blood. That game doesn't go on sale, and it's bothering the higgity heck out of me. Because I want to at least do one game from each franchise first. Because sure, I have Street Fighter 4 and 5, but have you played Saints Row? I have not, but I do have it here. Where is it? Where is it? I have it all on Steam. Saints Row 2, 3, Get Out of Hell, and 4. But I have not played it. I have it, but I haven't played it. But right now, I'm currently playing through No More Heroes 1. But don't get me wrong, I am still open to suggestions for what to stream, because I am always just constantly trying to figure out what to do next. What else do I have for fighting games? What was I saying? Oh yeah, I wanted to at least do one game from each franchise for a fighting game, instead of hopping onto the same franchise, like I said. Oh yeah, here's Cuphead. Consider it. Boop. 42 out of 42 achievements. Got everything done. 2 is the best story-wise. I think 4 is the craziest. Yeah, I remember when 3rd came out, everything just looked really crazy. But what bothers me is that Saints Row 1 isn't on Steam, the original. It's only just 2 through 4. And I heard they're kinda remastering or remaking the first one, but it's like completely different, which it kind of threw me off. Oh yeah, I also gotta update Sonic Smackdown. They released a final patch. I gotta remember to do that. Okay, next week for Fighting Game Fridays, Under Night in Birth. But Monday, we're still playing through No More Heroes 1. And I also learned what bothers me. Apparently on Steam, it's impossible to get all the achievements, which kind of bothers the heck out of me. The new Sonic game is going to be a disaster. Ooh, that's a bold statement. Don't let one of my followers, Tino, hear you about that. He loves Sonic. And don't get me wrong, Sonic has has some, well, not some, has had hiccups, I would say. Sonic Forces, Sonic Boom. But I still love the series to heart. And I kind of was threw off by the whole open world thing at first. Like, I was kind of expecting, like, open world Green Hill Zone or something. Oh, hey, speak of the devil, there he is. Hey, team up. But I'm still hopeful for Sonic Frontiers. We'll see. We'll see. Where is it? I still have it on my wish list. Where? Oh, I forget. It's up top. Here it is. It's supposed to come out by the end of this year. Still nothing to be announced on its system requirements. So that kind of like, even if I want to stream it, I don't know if I could, depending on, because my PC is not that strong. But it gets the job done. I'm happy about it. And I got it for a good price. But we'll see. I'm still a huge Sonic fan at heart, getting Adventure 2 done, Adventure 1 done, Generations done, everything done. Even Sonic 4 I got 100%, and Episode 2. Despite how much Sonic flounders and flops around a bit, I still love the series to heart. That will never go away. But that's going to be it for me. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Shouts to Actual Dessert, Truntress, and Team 94 for showing up right at the last minute. Anyway, I have a new account on Twitter Daily Pokemon Creators. I saw that, and the first one you did was Quagsire, and I really appreciate that. And that one's me. Wait, there we go. I do love me Quagsire. Like I said, that's going to be everything. Thank you for watching. Shout out to True Trust for the follow today. I really appreciate it. I believe that puts us now... Oh, hey. Look, it's some guy. Nice to meet you. That puts us now on 92 followers. 8 away from 100. Never thought I'd get that close. But yo, hey man, how's it going? Some guy. Nice of you to make it, but unfortunately the stream is ending. Soul Calibur 6 is really cool, but I don't see myself playing competitively, but it's still a pretty cool franchise overall. I love Soul Calibur 2. 6 is definitely fun to watch. But the point is not to get good, but to also learn and to get other people into fighting games. Because I love this. I love the franchise. I love fighting games in general. And hopefully other people can get into it too. It's always hype to watch. And this weekend, I just need people to remind me to sit down, make emotes, and a bunch of other stuff. Because I have ideas, but I just need to put it on Photoshop. I keep getting distracted by other stuff. Oof. But thank you all for watching. Hope everyone has a great weekend.